Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea, hope everyone's well. So we got another Loft Series pedal from Valeton today, and I'm sure you can all see to my left, this is the OD-10, and it's based on the legendary Boss OD-1. It's an overdrive pedal, straightforward, super simple, two knobs, you got your level, and you've got your gain. So a couple of things to bear in mind with this. It's based on the OD-1, so it looks pretty similar. It's a little miniature version though. It's a yellow pedal, so it takes up a little bit of room on your pedal board, and there's a couple of really cool features about it. Firstly, it's got a 100% analog signal path, much like the CH10 that I did a video of before. It's got a buffered bypass. Something that I really like about it is it's really low noise. I'm running it into the front of my VX Kraken, and I'm sure you're all going to say, oh, but that's a high gain amp, you know, it doesn't really clean up well. But I've got it on gain 1, and to be honest, it is pretty clean. So that's the sound of the amp on its own. Something I want to touch on really briefly is my approach to overdrive pedals and distortion pedals and the like, and even fuzz. I think that, in my opinion, if you put it right into a clean channel, it kind of doesn't, the amplifier doesn't give the pedal what it needs to really show it off and show what it does. Not saying that the amp is going to colour the pedal too much, it's just that if you've got the tiniest little bit of like grit in the signal, like a little bit of, you know, push. Now if I blend any distortion pedal with that, what's really nice is it really shows off the overdrive or distortion or whatever it is you're using, because it blends really well with the amp. And something I've noticed, when you put it straight into a clean signal, you get this underlying clean signal sound underneath the pedal, and I've never ever liked it. I've never enjoyed the way it sounds. So from then on I was like, I'm just going to put it in front of an amp with a little bit of push from the amp itself, from the preamp stage. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going OD-10 straight into the Kraken, straight into my 2-note studio, Torpedo Studio, and you're going to hear how it sounds. The guys at Valeton spent a lot of time looking for the right chip and the right chipset to make this pedal sound as good as possible. And I think they've done a great job, because not only is it super simple and it sounds good, but there's not really any noise. I'm going to demonstrate that now. This is the sound of the amp. Now I'm going to put the OD-10 on, and you're going to hear how much noise it creates. And bearing in mind, I've got the level and the gain on full with that sound, and you're going to hear how much noise it creates. It's pretty low noise, not going to lie, it's pretty low. Obviously, because it's an overdrive, you're going to be able to hear a little bit of that hiss like you would on any high gain sound, but that's impressive. And it sounds like this. There you go. I mean, like, come on, you know, there's not really any hiss going on there, and the whole pedal's on full. We've got the gain and the level set at 12 o'clock, so you can hear how it sounds in front of the cleaner sounding amplifier. And these are the kind of tones you can get when you mess around with the knobs. I'm going to mess around with the knobs a little bit, and you can hear the kind of tones you can get from the pedal in front of a more or less clean sounding amplifier. It's a great sound. It's a nice British sort of sounding pedal. It's got a nice hard rock sound to it too. I'm going to roll off even more of the gain. I'm going to keep the level at about halfway. It is worth noting at this point that using the level to get a little bit more out of the front of the amplifier is a great tip. You just crank the level all the way to the full, and it's going to give you more from the preamp stage of the amplifier, and it's going to push everything a bit more. So anyway, I'm going to lower off the gain a little bit now and see what kind of lower gain settings we can get from this pedal. Just a great sounding pedal. I mean, I'm probably doing more playing than talking in this video, and that says to me, if I was watching a demo, that the product's good, because I can just keep messing around with it. I mean, like, getting that sort of stratty tone, if I put a bit more gain in, it should get really fun. So there you have it. There is the Valeton Loft Series OD-10. It's a great pedal. Again, £69, much like the CH10, and you can get those from Gear for Music, Guitar, Amazon. There's plenty of places that they're being stocked. I recommend you try them out. I am really impressed with the OD-10. I can't lie. It's really low noise. That's super satisfying for me, because I'm one of those hi-fi nut kind of guys, really like the high quality sound. But genuinely, that is really impressive, considering you can run it on full in front of a, in fairness, gain one channel on a VX, even if it is really low, and it's still low hum, low hiss. So I mean, there you go. If you're running a rig that you like things to be nice and quiet, and you do need something that maybe has a buffer bypass that might help out your signal path if you've got a big pedal board, then I would definitely recommend trying out one of those. Super simple, super sturdy, they look cool, 2 knobs, I mean, you can't go wrong. Anyway, Valeton Loft Series OD-10, thumbs up. I'll see you guys soon.